Hello fellow Scratchers, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple shooter game in Scratch. So first, if you want to keep this right, you can. I'm going to paint a new one, which will be the player. I'll make like this, and I'll make him a circle. Hold Shift Alt to get a perfect circle if you did not know that. We'll make him centered, and then I'll make a little gun, and we'll kind of have it centered. And actually, for this, you need to rotate this here because it because if it does, you'll see in a second, it won't go to your cursor or face towards your cursor. So now we'll make this called player, and then we'll make another sprite, and we'll make it red, and we'll make it a bullet. So this will be our bullet sprite, but I'll name it. And then now well, there's already something we can do at the top is when green flag clicked, we gotta hide the bullet. But now let's go to the player to get some basic movement. So if you already see it, you click green flag, he's gone. When a green flag clicked on the player, we want it. Well, first let's make it go to 0, 0, which is the middle of the screen. So now that he's centered, we'll bring out a forever loop and an if then, and this will be for movement. So if, but no, and then we'll pull out a forever loop, and we will, but right before the if then, we will point towards mouse pointer. So it always points towards the mouse pointer, but you can't move at all. So I'll bring out the if key, we'll do W. If key W pressed, then we want it to move 10 steps, and then we want it to repeat until yeah, we'll actually put it in a repeat until, and then we'll put touching edge. So now, oh, that's a little bit wonky. That's one we can't fix. No, it's not what we want. There we go. I was thinking a bit ahead. So if it moves 5 steps, it's slower. I actually kind of like that more. So that's really basic things and just how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In just 6 blocks, you have this. And you can change the speed and whatever. So now let's make the bullet happen. So bring out a forever loop and then an if then inside of it. And then if the mouse is down, then we want it to, well, first we want it to show, and then we want it to go to the player, and we want it to point towards the mouse pointer. So that makes it just go wherever the player is and point towards the mouse pointer, so it shoots out where your mouse pointer is. And then we want it to move. We gotta repeat until and put move 10 steps inside of it, and repeat until touching edge. There we go. Now we have a basic shooting thing. Now, I actually want to make my bullet smaller. It's pretty big. So now we got this. Actually, I have pretty limited bullets. which I like because I was making a zombie survival game earlier and you could just spam click it. So now I'll paint a new sprite. Zoom in, make it a circle, make it green because this will be our zombie. And so Shift Alt again to get a perfect circle. That is looking a little bit large. So perfect. Now we have our little zombie. So I'll name the sprite zombie, and now let's code the zombie. So when green flag clicked, we want him to go to X, but we're not going to change that. For X, we're going to pick random between, well, we have to set the Y to negative 178, and then from, let's see, negative 212 to 237. So now if you click it, each time he spawns somewhere differently on the bottom of the screen. Perfect. So now we want him, now I'll get a forever loop, and then we'll point towards the player. It will forever point towards the player, and then move 10 steps. So now, yeah, now he just goes for us, right? And then we want it to repeat until touching player. Oh, wait, actually we need an or, and we'll drag that out, touching player. Or we can duplicate if you click right click, touching player or edge. So now, hold on. Oh, he spawns at the edge. Let's make him come out a little bit. So we'll try negative 148 for his Y, and problem solved. No, problem not solved. Maybe let's put the move 10 steps inside of there. Nice. Now he stops whenever he touches the edge or the player. And he actually forever needs to point to player. Why is he not following the player? Maybe do we need to put that in the repeat until? Yes, so now he's just glued on. Actually make him a bit slower, he's pretty overpowered. Let's try 8 steps, yeah. Maybe 6. Yeah, that seems pretty good for a slow zombie. And then so, once we get to it, what do you want? We want it to, so we'll drag it if block after that. No, not inside it. So if, and we'll duplicate this or. So if touching player or edge, then we want it to hide and then create a clone of itself. And then when I start as a clone, we want it to, well, first of all, we want it to spawn somewhere at the top. So we'll get this big random block, but it can be the same, but the Y has to change. That's it. So we'll make it 152. Now, if he gets hit, oh, hold on. We need him to show when the green flag is clicked. Nice. And then now we just need the same code to be Now we have zombies just absolutely going after us. And now we got the bullet, so let's go back. Let's try to get one green flag click block forever, and then if. So if it's touching zombie, then it will broadcast a message, which will be uh uh yeah, new kill. Because if you watch the next episode, we'll add more things like kills and ammo and stuff. But this episode is just the basics. And then for the zombie, when I receive new kill, we want it to we want it to um no, we don't want it to delete this clone. We want it to hide and then create a clone of itself, hide, and then if it's a clone, delete this clone. So now we got them, and now we have a little system where but we don't have any lives. They can just kind of infinitely hit us right now. So let's change it. So let's go down to the variables and make a new variable called lives. And then, so we want lives to be whenever zombie touches us, then we want lives to go down. So I'll get a when green flag clicked and forever, and then an if statement. So if the zombie, and this is only a zombie, if the zombie is touching the player, then we want it to, let's go to variables and change lives by -1. And then, wait, hold on, wait, no, we can just add that, right here. If touching player or edge, wait, no, we just need it to touch the player actually, so we do need this extra bit of code. So, forever, if touching player, then change lives by -1, and then when green flag clicked, we actually have to put set lives to, we'll do 3. So now if we go here, each time zombies touch us, let's actually copy this code and put it in the hold on. So we'll drag it out here. So into that line of code so that it works for the clones too. No? Why does it not work? It only works for the first one, but then the other clones don't do it. If touching player, change lives by -1 when you start as a clone. Like, this is completely good. It should be working. It's just not. Oh, never mind. So you just put it to the middle and now it works. And then, but nothing happens when we get to 0 lives. You see, we take 3 zombies and then it just keeps going down. So let's go to the player. Oh, let's go to the player and let's, when green flag clicked, forever loop, if statement, if, and then we'll get a equals block. Then we'll get the variables and just drag out the lives. So if lives equals 0, then, and you know what, we'll paint a new sprite, which will be text. And then we'll make it game over. And make it in the middle. I will. And then, so for this, so if we're in the code, so just ignore that for now. Then we want it to broadcast a new message, which will be game over. I'll call this the text sprite game over text. And then we want it to be one green flag clicked, we want it to hide. And then when I receive game over, we want it to show and then simply stop all. So now that means if our lives equal 0, it stops everything and it just says game over. Nice. So now that's a really easy game over screen. I'll make it bigger. So now we got that. And we can add more things like score and ammo, but we will do that in the next episode if you would like to watch. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.